Hi, my name is Neil Joshimpillai, and I'm bringing to you this presentation on or an update on this timesheet program I've been working on. I took a little bit of time before this release because I was writing a book, and I'm actually getting that published right now. It's in the process of going into stores, and it's a SQL interview question and answer book, and another book is in the process of being reviewed at the moment, and my third book, which is an actual fantasy book, is I'm currently just reviewing that, so in very soon I will have published 3 novels. Well, 1 fantasy book and 2 sort of literal books. But anyways, this is an update on my little timesheet program. So I added a few things to the timesheet program. For one, I made the remove button work. Now, rather than always having an edit field here, you had to click edit, and then you could make changes. So I worked 3 hours that day, and then I could lock that change in, and then I'll save the timesheet, and then I'll submit it. Before I've saved the timesheet, it's going to always say remember to save your timesheet changes at the top, and then when you save it, it'll disappear. But when you make another change, it's going to automatically come back. Also, another change that I have done, or addition I've done, is added a little JavaScript search. So right here on the side you have the different tasks that exist in the system, and then you can add them, and it'll be added dynamically. And if it's already added, you can't add it twice. What I'm going to do next is actually add another section over here, which will show you all the selections you have selected, since this is blocking it off. Or I might just move this to the right side rather than having it on the left side. So that would make more sense actually. So that way you'll also be able to see your projects that you've added. So proj 3, I search for it and it comes up. And if I don't know how to use the search, I can hover over this and it'll say how do I add tasks, and you could see all the ways you add tasks. Close. And here's another help window. And I could change the date, select another day for different projects, different weeks, and it updates dynamically over here. It's also pretty scalable, I've noticed. So it'll change with the amount of windows. If you don't enter any details, you'll have the option to just enter in the total amount of hours worked, and then you can save it like that. But the minute you add in details, this will disappear. So let's add a detail. So I added a detail, and as you can see, the total amount of hours worked has disappeared. So now you have to add details. And I think that's the majority of changes this for now. It's all dynamic. That means it's all JSON calls in the back rather than front end refreshing the page every time you want to update the information. So that means it's gonna be causing less network congestion, and we'll be able to handle higher loads. Also, in the backend system, I have added a logging trigger. I could have done it using SQL Profiler, but I just didn't have the patience to use SQL Profiler. I just rather would have used a logging system. So everything that is occurs in the database, it'll show you it in a change log. So I designed a trigger so it shows all the alter procs, the drop tables, the create tables that have been occurring, as well as the user that did it, the code that was changed, sent in to change, the time and date when it happened, and what else did I add? Yep, I think that's the majority of it, and that's an update on the system for now.